Welcome to Morbid Storytime. Tonight's story took place in 1896 in a small town called Quappel. There was a man that lay dying in a hospital there, and he wasn't a very good man, people said. He'd done a lot of bad things in his lifetime. But anyways, they had two men come in from the town and sit with this man at night, so that way they could record the time of death, should it take place, also to comfort the man if he needed it. Well, while these men were in this room in the middle of the night, the staff hears these terrifying screams. And they come running, and they find these two men lying on the floor, and they're shaking, and they don't want anybody to come near them. Somebody comes near them, they back up. They're just like freaking out. And they want to know what's wrong with them, but they just can't help them because they can't get near them. Well, anyways, these men, they stay in this terrified state for the next 3 days, and they can't tell anybody what happened. Well, one of these men comes to after 3 days, and he's in his mind enough he can say what's going on. He said while they were watching this man, all of a sudden, this devil appears from nowhere, looks at both of them, and then reaches into that man and pulls his soul out right in front of them. And he's just so terrifying, they just scream and fall down in fear. And when the other man finally comes to, another couple of days later, he confirms the story without actually even talking to this other guy. And these guys are so reputable in this town that everybody believes them. And they're inclined to believe them because of the state that they were actually in. So the thing I ask you, what would you do if one night you were just sitting there all alone and a devil appeared unto you?